So there's a little bit of pushy behavior right here. I'm not gonna get upset about that. We barely know each other. Senna has been with me for a little less than a week, and we've been taking it pretty slow with him. This is actually our first formal official training session. We've done other training sessions throughout the week, but they were very, very slow. So it was a lot of luring, a lot of bonding, a lot of walking. As you can see, he doesn't have like the most like relaxed, happy attitude about him. I've worked with a lot of German Shepherds. Yeah, a lot of them have kind of this demeanor. But he is, you can tell he's a little bit, just a tiny little bit edgy. Not a ton, but this has been his demeanor from day one. Essentially what we're doing now is we're gonna be doing some refresher training, so to speak. We're gonna solidify what he learned, plus teach him more things. So that way the owner, when he picks him up, can pick up where I'm leaving off. The owner is also going to get a lot of support, a lot of follow-up support, and this is what I do with all my clients. So this is something that is a system that educates both the dog and the owner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the electronic collar. Now, if you're wondering why start with the electronic collar, I got a bunch of videos on that. You can watch them if you care. You can listen to the podcast episodes I made about this if you care. If not, it makes no difference to me. You can stay and watch and see what's happening, or you can just move on, or do whatever you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the lowest level, and I'm just going to do some pairing here. I know he likes food, so I'm just going to do some pairing, and I'm going to, he already lights up, right? So there's a little bit of pushy behavior right here. I'm not gonna get upset about that. We barely know each other, but there's that pushy behavior, so I'm not gonna give it to him for that. Yes, now I gave it to him, and what I did is, right before I gave it to him, I tapped him on one low. So again, there's the food over there. Yes. Good, very nice. So I'm gonna let him know, pushy behavior doesn't get you paid. Yes, there's a little bit of backing away, tap on one low, giving him some food. The reason that I wanna do that early on is so that later, as we progress in the training and the owner picks up, the owner can then use levels that make sense to him. We don't wanna do, what I don't like to do is, I don't like to go, there's this correction that you're not familiar with, and the dog go, I have no idea what that is. Right? Not my style. Some people do that. I let people do whatever they want to do. This is just what I'm going to do. So what I'm using is I'm using liver treats, so dehydrated liver. So I'm just waiting. Yes, I'm not really waiting for anything in particular. I'm just waiting because I know he showed me a little bit of pushy behavior a moment ago. He's kind of jumping like, hey, give me that, right? So I'm just making sure that he kind of got that out of his system, because I don't want to pay him for that. But otherwise, very first formal, like right there, I'm not going to pay him. This might also be the signal to sit, right? To SIT. So I'm going to see. Yeah. So he probably knows. He's probably been taught that this means, right? So a lot of dogs know this. A lot of owners will do this, right? They'll do this, and he's offering all the behaviors. He's saying, I'm tired of waiting. I'm just not gonna pay him for that. I'm not gonna right away go, get off of me, right? I'm not gonna do that right away, because he doesn't know. He doesn't know better. So we're just gonna wait. So he just got distracted by a little fly, a little mosquito or something flying around here. Yes. Good. Again, one low. Yes. Good. There is no expectation here other than you're just getting paid, and you're getting paid as a result of this little stimulation going on. Good. My aim is not to teach him anything at this point. Yes. Good boy. Good. Good. Good, so I'm not gonna raise my hand because that's gonna signal that. I'm just gonna keep my hand normal, neutral. And there's that pushy behavior. Yes. He offered me that sit, and not because I gave him this. So I'm just gonna pay him. Again, I'm gonna pay him for a bunch of different things. Now, him kind of muzzling my hand, I'm not upset about that. It's not that I don't want it, because I was luring him early this week. So it's not like I don't want him to do that, okay? But I just want him to think about other possibilities in this training session. Yes. Good boy. That's a 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 good boy. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Good boy. That's a bit of a heel finish picture. And I'm not expecting it yet. I'm not telling him this is what you must do. Yes. Good boy. But I'm just going through the motions, not saying anything. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good. And I'm tapping on one low every time. So his demeanor compared to the beginning of the session is already way, way better. Because food is involved, right? He's like, I like to eat. And I have dehydrated liver, which is pretty valuable. Normally, I will use the dog's kibble, the dog's food, but he is a little bit weird. He's been a little bit weird this entire week, so I wanna bring up the value, and that's what I've been doing throughout the week. I've been using liver because it's enticing, it tastes good, and it's more enticing and it's better than the kibble that he eats. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. So there's a little bit of luring there. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it. Yes. Good. Good. A little bit of tapping there when he looked away. Like I said, he's used the e-collar before, and from the conversation I had with the owner, it was used properly. So, you know, it was used skillfully by the sound of it. But it's just, you know, it's been some time, so I want to kind of re-implant it back into him. Right there, I'm tapping, and yes. Now, I know he wasn't paying attention to me on that one, but at that moment he looked away, and then he looked back when I gave him a quick tap. So what I'm going to do is, as the sessions progress, I'm going to use a little bit more of a must factor to it. You know, now it's our first official training session, formal training session. So I don't want to go too crazy, but because I got plenty of time with him. But as the sessions progress, then we're going to start adding more of this. You know, we're going to do this now. We're going to do this. We're going to do it again and again and again and again. And then you're going to have to do it because you have to do it. So that's pretty much it with Senna. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on the other social media platforms. And stay tuned for some more progress of Senna with some of the other dogs that I'm working with as well. Yes.